September 2013. I didn't even turn 10 yet. I was 9 when GTA 5 came out. And I'm going to be 22 when GTA 6 comes out. What's going on, YouTube? And today we have a video by GameRanks. And it's the 10 new things that they discovered in the GTA trailer. If y'all haven't seen the trailer yet, go watch that shit, bro. Actually, don't even watch the trailer. Watch my reaction to the trailer and then come back to this video and then subscribe. And then subscribe to all the other channels that's going to pop up in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Yeah. All of them. Go subscribe. Go follow. Go yada, yada, yada. Anyway, let's just get straight into this. You know? Oh, hold on. Alright, now let's get it.
And in case you missed it, Rockstar Games. It's May 6th, 2025, and in case you missed it, Rockstar Games dropped a new trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. Yes, after the recent news that the game has been pushed to May 26th.
Which I feel like is ridiculous, bro. I said this in the trailer reaction, bro. I'm finna be 22 when GTA 6 releases, bro. I was like, when did GTA 5 come out? Let's say what, 2013, right? September 2013. I didn't even turn 10 yet. I was 9 when GTA 5 came out. And I'm going to be 22 when GTA 6 comes out.
Of the year 2026. Thankfully, they gave us a trailer and some juicy stuff to really chew on. Juicy stuff to chew on? Look, I probably could have used a better phrase, but either way, we got 10 things we're breaking down. Really interesting, cool new bits of details and speculation for this game.
What did y'all find?
Let's get started off with number 10. The second protagonist has technically been revealed. This is the big one. It's been long speculated that this game would have dual protagonists, and while this trailer does...
So they revealed her, or they didn't reveal her in the first one? Did they not give us anything of her in the first trailer? And it's just like, now we're seeing her like in action. Is that what he's talking about? I was like, I swear we always knew it was those two.
Doesn't completely confirm it because it doesn't show any obvious gameplay. You know, there's no HUD or clearly defined character switching or anything. It's pretty obvious from what we see that you'll be playing as both Jason, who gets the spotlight in this trailer for the most part, and Lucia, who was revealed back in trailer 1. He looks like he's like a big buff boy living out in the Florida Keys, and seems like he'll be closer to your traditional GTA protagonist, who's more of a decent guy at heart, you know, kind of that lovable criminal thing. Obviously, you're still capable of going on rampages and being a huge dick, but from this trailer, his personality looks closer.
I can't wait to play this campaign, though, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna be
to
so
someone
fire.
like Carl from San Andreas rather than like Trevor from GTA 5. It looks like the leaks are generally true regarding his character and role in the story. The trailer makes it pretty explicit that we're looking at a Bonnie and Clyde kind of dynamic here with Jason and Lucia, which is an interesting direction
like we knew
to take
that
the
from
series.
Next
at number 9, one of the most exciting new details we've learned from the big drop here. We got a trailer and like a bunch of different like press details and screenshots and stuff like that. So look those up if you want to see more. But what we did get from this, the most important thing, is new locations that'll be in GTA 6. This is, of course, as you know, Leonida. It's GTA 6's only slightly exaggerated version of Florida. And with this new information, we've been
You know what's crazy? Slightly exaggerated probably is like a stretch. This is probably a 1-to-1. GTA 6 is the perfect place, or Florida is the perfect place to put a GTA game, bro. Because I promise you, Florida is the RRO GTA lobby, bro.
Like, this is going to be a big-ass place. There is, of course, Vice City with all its beaches, resorts, clubs, and less than fancy, like, you know, more lower-class neighborhoods, but that's just the...
What are you trying to say? Vice City's the hood? Only black people are there? Because from this...
Clubs and less than fancy, like, you know, more...
From this, It seems like you're saying only black people live here. I know that's not what you're trying to say, but like, that's what it sounds like. Also, what is this? The front end, like here, is giving Charger, but then like here, the headlights is like giving Camaro. What the fuck is that?
Class neighborhoods, but that's just the start of what's in this game. There's the more rural Port Gellhorn with like
this map
what seems to be like rednecks selling pills and hanging around flaming barrels and bikers and stuff. There's the Leonida Keys with all its party boats and retirees and
how big is this map?
Underwater reef diving, the Grass Rivers with its backwoods charms and abundance of gators, Ambrosia, which looks like.
How big is GTA 6's map about to be? Hold on. We're gonna go back and count every place that he just talked about.
Leonida, it's GTA 6's only slightly exaggerated version of Florida.
Okay.
And with this new information we've been given, it seems like this is going to be a big-ass place. There is, of course, Vice City with all its beaches, resorts, clubs, and less than fancy, like, you know, more lower-class neighborhoods, but that's just the start of what's in this game. There's the more rural Port Gellhorn with, like, what seems to be, like, rednecks selling pills and hanging around flaming barrels and bikers and stuff. There's the Leonida Keys with all its party boats and retirees and underwater reef diving. The Grass Rivers with its backwoods charms and abundance of gators. Ambrosia, which looks like more of an industrial town with smokestacks and a biker gang. And Mount Calaga National Park, which has outdoor activities and wild animals and hunting. Some of this stuff looks like it comes right out of Red Dead. The visuals are just nuts here. And that's just a taste of what's probably going to be in the game. There's probably going to be even more, but
there's already 6 parts to this map. GTA 5 has San Andreas and Los Santos, and then on online you got Cayo Perico, which is only a mission. This map got 6 different areas off rip. I'm not mad for the delay.
Either way, these are kind of like the breakdowns of the main regions. So you get some city, you get some zany suburb stuff, you get some stuff out in the Florida Everglades, you get some hunting in the mountains and crazy chaos in the backwoods, factory towns. It just seems like they're checking all the boxes for varied locations, and that's good. At least from the trailer and all the info Rockstar dropped.
Also, hold on, can we go back?
Varied locations, and that's good. At least from
the police brutality
and all the
is
info
crazy.
Rockstar dropped alongside it, we've got the best picture so far of just how big this world's probably gonna be.
Huge,
next at number 8, where GTA 5's big gimmick was the heist.
You say number 8?
Probably gonna be. Next at number 8, where GTA 5.
I heard that. You said number 8.
5's big gimmick was the heists. It's looking more and more likely that the leaks were true and the focus of GTA 6 will be robberies. The first trailer showed a gas station.
I think I like that.
While trailer 2 steps things up with a much.
It feels more like when you play online and you have your character, it's gonna feel more like you know RP, like that essentially, I guess. Also, PS4 controller. This game comes out in 2026. I need to update that game. Wait, PS4. Hold on. PS4 controller, right? With this like deluxe PS9, bro.
Higher stake job. What looks like a bank that looks like it goes on to like a full-on Heat style shootout, which
that explosion was so cool.
I mean, Heat homages are just kind of a tradition at this point. Also, it's one of the best movies ever, so they should reference it. It's perfect. But look, they might be like leaning even more into it with an actual cop antagonist of some kind. We see a cop.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, hold on. I didn't see that in the trailer.
Like leaning even more into it with an actual cop antagonist.
I saw how smooth he came through that door. Hold on.
Look, they might be like leaning.
Hold on, we gotta watch that back. Y'all didn't see how smooth he just came through that door.
Even more into it with an actual cop antagonist.
Ready for smoke. Ready for war
of some kind. We see a cop for a few seconds in the trailer.
Feels like a GTA version of George Lopez to me. I'm sorry.
Who appears to be in a cutscene where the protagonists aren't present, which is actually pretty unusual for a GTA game, which kind of makes us want to go into some like wild theories, but we don't want to get nuts yet making wild claims like he's actually some secret third protagonist or there's more of like an undercover cop or a mole thing. Look, we don't know for sure yet, but it does make us wonder just what this guy's purpose in the story is. Maybe it's just to give the proceedings more of a cops and robbers vibe.
Didn't even like think of him.
You actually get to see who's pursuing your main protagonists here, like the feeling that they're just constantly being hunted. That alone would be a cool direction to take things. And as you know, over the years, probably from San Andreas on,
that game, this game looks so fire, bro. Like actually, no, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is what we're getting next year.
Things, and as you know,
we're getting this. Look at the, hold on. Like I don't even want to. Not trying to sound weird. Like just think, just in strict detail. The lip gloss, chat. Look how the lip gloss look. You can tell she got makeup on. The shadows, the way the chain hanging, the way everything. Bro, this game's about to be perfect. This game's about to be perfect.
Probably from San Andreas on.
But look, we came from that. We came from this. We came from this, chat. The top. We came from this. This whole fit is one texture. We came from nothing, chat.
Dive deeper and deeper into real cohesive and nuanced storytelling. So I'm curious to see what the extra layer is here. This
and we thought this
could be
chat. We thought we had it good with this. We thought we had it good with this. We thought this was a top notch, next level, beautiful. Hold on. But now you mean to tell me we're getting this? Chat. It's not comparable, bro. It's not comparable.
What the extra layer is here. This could be a hint towards that. Next at number 7, watching TV is back, it seems. Yes, it's been a consistent part of the series since GTA 4, but it's good to see that like watching television is back in GTA 6. There's a moment in the trailer where it stops to show an ammunition commercial, but the way it's framed makes it pretty clear that this looks like it's in-game with the way the camera is locked down for the entire segment.
It does.
Again, speculation, not confirmed, but really it's just a clue as to like GTA 6's attitude, how it does satire, how it pokes fun at stuff. We can't wait to see how far they go with the TV stuff. It's always a highlight in these games, just seeing all the effort they put into
randomly just being able to sit down and watch TV.
Details. And it's possible that this game's television stuff will be the most ambitious scene in the series up to this
heinous
point.
Crimes.
It's probably safe to say that it will be, but who knows? But we're going off of this, and also
I'm sorry. I understand we're here for the
and it's
GTA,
possible
but
that
like,
this game's television stuff will be the most ambitious scene in the series up to this point. It's probably safe to say that it will be, but
wait. Wait.
Series up to this point. It's
what the
probably safe to say that it will be, but who knows? But we're going off of this and also all the zany TV antics and news story stuff we saw from the first trailer. Next at number 6, speaking of ammunition, we got a much better look at a lot of the guns that are going to be in the game. The grenade launcher shown was the flashiest, of course, but during the robbery, we see Jason and Lucia using MP5s, which are like a staple of the series at this point. Jason's using what looks to be a Beretta in one scene. There's an attack helicopter that looks like a little bird with rockets and a machine gun attachment. The included screenshots that we've seen that released include a bunch of handguns, but significantly, we see Jason using an AR-15 in one shot, and more importantly, a fishing rod in another. Clearly, the deadliest weapon. But does this mean that there will be some kind of fishing minigame? It makes sense in, being set in Florida. They could just port over the one from Red Dead Redemption 2, and it would probably be pretty good.
Probably is.
Next at number 5, this trailer showed off a lot of new vehicles, which some of which we've seen before, but there's focus on motorcycles, helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft, and cool stuff like airboats and jet skis. There also appears to just be more stuff we can do with them. There's a quick moment with a grenade launcher that appears to be from a vehicle, and another moment where you're dragging what looks like a
but these
vault
feel
behind
like they're
a
in
truck by a
cutscenes.
winch,
Like,
which, dude, I'm just saying, Fast and
hold on.
Furious... vault behind a truck by a winch, which...
I didn't peep this. Originally, the game has actual Florida text. That's a... Hold on. Chat. Yeah. That is essentially... Yeah, chat, that's the same tag. Look at this. Right? Look at the middle. Look at the middle. Look at the middle. Look at this orange part in the middle. And look right here. Same tag.
Dude, I'm just saying,
the attention to detail.
Fast and Furious,
Amazing.
the series, or really Fast 5.
Is that from a fucking game? Is that from a video game?
Which, dude, I'm just saying.
What the fuck? No, because this video is about to make me do a lot of like just random Google searches. What the fuck? What is this? I mean, it's no longer available, but like, is that where that clip was from?
His name is Ormstrad.
He used to run rackets all over Europe. Blackmail, extortion, murder for hire.
You know what to do now.
Oh no, welcome to the reckoning. Nobody's safe. This is where we come in.
We've got to work as a team to bring
When
this
did-
thing down.
I would have played this.
So what do we do now?
They want to play with fire? Then let's turn up the heat.
I dead would have played this, bro. This is kind of far. I mean, the graphics look terrible, but like the concept of it, I would have played this.
To 11 real fast.
We can't stop the rocket from over here!
We legends in the making. Legends in the making.
How can I get this game? Oh. I might figure out how to get this. We might play this game, chat. We might play that.
Fast and the Furious, or the series, or really Fast.
Also, we're 6 minutes in. We're 7 minutes in to a 14-minute long recording, and the video is 18
5
minutes. Jesus
was absolutely
Christ.
the best of that franchise, and if they can recreate that scene where they're dragging the bank vault through city streets, slamming into police cars, one of the best
would be
car chase
fire.
heist things ever, I would love to see that. Now, what really interests us is, can you fly that jumbo jet 747 thing that we see here? Are we finally getting a little bit of that San Andreas energy back in here?
They're not going to let you fly that shit, because the first thing people are doing is flying it.
I'd love to see that. And that fight on the plane moment kind of makes me think that there's
That looks
possibilities
fire.
that we may actually get to fly something that big this time around. Now at number 4, look, one small but significant detail that we noticed in the trailer is how often they show someone exiting a vehicle while driving. There's a moment in the trailer where Jason jumps off a motorcycle to get onto a moving truck, and another bit where it looks like he jumps onto the hood of a moving vehicle. Now look, This is a lot of speculation. It's impossible not to with how little Rockstar has given us. But
Other side of the card,
these
buddy.
moments lead us to believe that there could maybe, possibly be some kind of new hijack mechanic in GTA 6. It could make some degree of sense, especially if there's.
They all could just be from cutscenes, though. None of this could be gameplay. Like, let's just keep that in mind. This didn't say it was a gameplay trailer. This could all just be cutscenes.
Switch between these characters. Like, if they're both always together, like how this trailer makes it look, then you'll have one character driving the car while the other can shoot guns or possibly jump from one moving vehicle to another in a way that is still over the top but doesn't completely break reality like most games.
It's like how in 5, where some of the missions is like, y'all know that one mission with Michael and Franklin where you go and pull down the tennis coach's house or the yoga instructor, whatever he is, and then you gotta like drive through and you can switch, like Michael driving, Franklin shooting, or vice versa. Like, is it like that?
Or
that'd be tough. I'm okay with
that. You drive up and then a canned animation, you see the character jump. Like, if you could actually do that yourself, that would be really fun. We don't know if this is actually going to be a thing, but it's exciting to think about nonetheless. Now at number 3, if this trailer revealed one thing, it's a lot of new characters. So in the first trailer, we got Lucia, but here we're getting a whole lot
that
of
music
people
was
to fill
fire.
out the cast and give a few clues as to where the story might be going. Now, the trailer
have no
doesn't
clue
give
where
us
this
that
story
many
is
names,
going.
but all the additional info that Rockstar Games released does, so we'll just quickly run through all the character reveals. There's Real Dimes, who kind of looks like a party girl or like a diva or like a superstar or something like that. Don't know.
Giving me like a Megan Thee Stallion.
Raul Batista.
Chat, hold on. He says he doesn't know what her role could be.
Through all the character reveals. There's Real Dimes, who kind of looks like a party.
I don't know. Headphones.
Girl or like a diva or like a superstar or something like that. Don't know what.
All my dimes in this club meet my twin, make it a dub.
Her role could be.
But she's clearly a rapper. Duh.
Raul Batista looks like your traditional GTA heavy. I can't tell if he's an ally or an enemy.
Drug lord.
But he looks pretty intense. Lucia
Pablo
Caminos
Escobar
and Jason Duval, again, are the protagonists. There's the full names. We already know about them. Then there's Draquan Priest, who looks like a playboy.
That Draquan. Yo.
I don't know if he's like a party guy.
Draquan is a crazy
one of the
name.
Screenshots provided does put him in a recording studio, so he might be some sort of artist. One character.
No, dumb, the other girl is.
Who appeared prominently in the trailers was Cal Hampton, who looks like he's going to be filling out kind of like the goofy friend role for Jason. This kind of
giving me
can
Lester
potentially
vibes.
Be annoying, but then again, GTA 5 gave us Lamar.
I'm definitely going to be.
Done this well, so Rockstar has
I'm
been
definitely
going to
be hanging up on him a lot.
Side characters. A lot of people are speculating that he's Matty Matheson, famous chef, or one of the Fact brothers. Speculating also. Rockstar has been pretty solid with the comic relief side characters. A lot of people are speculating that he's Matty Matheson, famous
I can
chef,
see it.
or one of the Fact brothers from.
It's not a reach.
But either way, whoever the hell he is, in one screenshot, he's got a shirt that says "Violence is good. Thanks, video games," and I just love that. He's officially my favorite character now. Next up is Brian Heder, another guy who appears pretty prominently in the trailers. He's the older dude who looks like he's got some criminal connections, but most importantly, he's voiced by the always awesome Stephen Root, which means that celebrity voices are probably back in GTA 6, which is a pleasant surprise. I mean,
congrats to Bro.
Isn't quite like this top-tier A-lister. He's a character actor, but still, that's Hollywood talent.
That's
right
cool,
there.
though.
And I bet more of these characters have other celebrities doing their voices, but we just don't recognize them, or they're not officially confirmed or anything like that. Now, the final character revealed from the additional information.
He was like a fat Kanye West. This man right here looks like a fat Kanye West.
Information is Booby Ike, who looks like kind of a big shot,
his name
like
is
a boss
Booby?
guy. But again, we don't really have any clue what his deal is. So where does that leave us? Well, at least we know a lot of names, that's for sure. Now down at number 2, character
All right, bro,
customization.
gotta get juicy.
It's something we assumed would be in the game again. I mean, it's in all the recent GTA games to some extent, but this trailer at least confirms that there will be some form of customization, and I don't just mean getting to pick different outfits. Now, the Jason shown in the trailer,
He did look different a lot through this
shades,
trailer.
but in some of the screenshots provided by Rockstar, he's got longer hair. It's not super long, but it's not buzzed, which means
Looking like a
maybe
surfer
you can
dude.
change hairstyles. It's possible that the game goes full-on Red Dead 2 on us with hair growing in real time that needs to be maintained.
That
or
would be
maybe not, but
hard.
either way,
Please.
there could be something cool.
Please.
One thing that's got us really interesting is that trick.
Please let me have to go get a cut every so often, bro. Every so often while I'm playing the game, let me have to go get a cut. Let me have to go get a fade. Let me get to get my line straight, bro. Let my online character get dressed and have to go get a retwist every so often.
Trailer 2 showed some weightlifting for a second, and it got us thinking the Jason we see in trailer 2 looks a lot more jacked than he does in trailer 1. Could that mean that weightlifting is back from San Andreas and we can actually make Jason
I did miss that.
more doughy or more big and jacked depending on how much he lifts? You know, it's possible that it's just a graphical thing. I mean, it's been more than a year since that first trailer. Maybe they just changed his look, his model, but it would be amazing if they actually had working out and exercising again. Maybe even so you can make it like you can get real fat if you overeat. I don't know. I always thought that was fun in those games. Maybe wishful thinking, maybe speculation, but it was just little eagle-eyed things like that we want to point out here. Now down at number 1, community service. Yes, it wouldn't be a modern GTA game without some boring, tedious mini games that replicate real life just a little too closely. And in GTA 6, it looks like we'll get to experience at least a little bit of community service as Lucia. There are multiple scenes that imply that she's doing community service as part of her parole. There's that moment where she comes into the house in a yellow vest, and later we get a quick clip of people picking up trash on the side of the road, all wearing yellow. Is there going to be some kind of trash picking mini game?
Is she colorblind? Hold on.
In a yellow vest.
That vest is orange, buddy. Also, ankle monitor. Didn't peep that. This is orange.
And later we get a quick clip of people picking up trash on the side of the road.
All wearing orange vests.
All wearing yellow. Is there going to be some
all right,
kind
buddy.
of trash picking mini game similar to mopping floors in GTA 5 or, you know, working at the port? I hope so. I love it when games like sprinkle in these little weird activities. I know they're intentionally dull and kind of annoying, but it's just part of the weird charm of Rockstar games at this point. Overall, 10 points aside, this is pretty exciting as a trailer. As much as I wish we just got raw gameplay, it seems like that's not really what Rockstar
that
does
transition was
We
fire.
did get lots of cool looks at things like action scenes, character scenes, a bit of the story, a bit of the characters, the beautiful locations, and the fact that apparently this is all running and captured on a base PS5. Technically, very impressive.
And it looks
of course, we gotta
crazy.
judge the final game when we get our hands on it. But still, let us know in the comments what you think. There's a lot more out there. There's a lot of interesting fan theories.
Anyways, YouTube. That was a great clap. If y'all enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all in the next reaction. Peace.